say it to my detriment, I am a planner, right?
Okay.
Like I'm a real planner. Like you asked me, how do you actually end up doing all these things in life? How do you manage? How do you run? Chetty, you have multiple teams across. Like, how do you do this? You have how many businesses? Boards. Like, how does this? You have 24 hours, like everyone. And for me, what has worked is really, really being intentional and planning my time and how I use my time and what I focus on and prioritize. So what I used to do, to your point, I used to have a diary. Then I had something for tracking my finances. Then I had something that was supposed to be something for gratitude. I had something for reflection. I liked my improved version of a vision board, which I talk about a lot in the videos on our social media. But I didn't like the fact that it was only in where I was hanging it, right? So I'll take a picture of it, but it's not clear. So I wanted something that I can walk around with, that everything is here, right? So in my financial budget thing, I can see exactly where I went wrong in my expenditure, where I let go and let go. You track and then you're like, hey, let me stop looking. Just swipe, swipe, swipe. We will in front. We will know what will happen, right? But I liked having one place where I could have a vision board. Physically, I could take a very clear picture of it, but I could carry it with me. Like I go to a meeting for people. I go for a sitting meeting. I'm like, oh my God, why am I here? What am I doing? Why? And then I remind myself of my vision board. I'm like, aha, I understand how this is part of the bigger picture. I like the fact that, along the month, and I'm at your point, some people may not always have that encouraging community, right? So I like the fact that I have somewhere in my day-to-day, something I can look at day-to-day that gives me encouragement. The best is yet to come. I can go through and be motivated. I can be reminded to look at my goals, right? So, because again, life is happening and it's busy. So I liked that the all-in-one approach. And I really didn't like, because I used to invest in like 4 or 5 journals, really expensive. And then somehow 3 weeks goes by, if the ones which are dated, now those 3 days I'm like, oh, what a waste. So I said I will not make something that's dated. And this is the new one. I want to show people the other one I had before. As you can see, it is in pieces. And I used it for 2 years. I used it for 2 years. And I wrote my budget in a pencil because we all know the kind of financial year we had last year. And every month needed a new budget. I wrote all my things here. I loved this channel. So like you said, Makove, not just talking about something like it's a product I sell, right? It's something I strongly believe in. It's something I've seen that helps people I coach to manage their life and remind themselves how they're falling back. So that's from my end.
This is out of curiosity. How easy was it to get a publication out? And this is especially for others who may be having that as a goal. Yeah, and then before, as you're reminiscing,